the Atlas Post. Today we're going to be talking about unemployment. And yes, that federal unemployment benefit. Is it going to be 400, 300, or zero on a weekly basis? Well, the federal unemployment of $600 a week went away at the end of July, and that was a shock to many of the unemployed who had hoped that the abrupt disruption and this idea of the economy falling off the cliff may have prompted the House and Senate to actually agree on a stimulus package. Well, it didn't quite happen that way in this election year. Instead, President Trump signed an executive order to help bridge the gap in unemployment. When it first passed, many unemployed were expecting to receive $400 per week to fill in the void from the $600 per week unemployment benefit. As we're digging into this, we're discovering that the federal unemployment may, instead of being $400 a week, may be either $300 or zero being added to your state unemployment. So if you're curious how much of a difference this is going to make, let's just say 600 times 4 is $2,400. That's additional to your unemployment. Now, see, part of it is in California, the regular unemployment is what, $450 max? So basically, if all you're doing is getting unemployment, it's not enough to live on. Yes, and there's not as many jobs as there used to be as this entire economy is going through a changeover. Anyway, we have much to go over in a state-by-state basis to talk about unemployment-based benefits, and this is with the information that we know. If you find this information helpful, please share it with a friend and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to receive the latest updates. Listen towards the end and you'll receive an update on a state-by-state basis. So let's get back to it, because the federal government has approved funding for 11 states, yes, to offer extra $300 per week unemployment benefits. These states would be the great states of Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Iowa, Louisiana, Maryland, Missouri, Montana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Utah. These are the first ones to get approved for the additional $300 a week in supplemental jobless benefits, according to FEMA, which is overseeing the assistance. South Dakota isn't filing, and they are the lone state so far to decline the assistance. Arizona started dispersing $300 payments on Monday. Louisiana has said eligible claimants will begin receiving the extra $300 the week of August 24th. Maryland plans on sending out $400, according to the Associated Press. Missouri will be sending out either $300 or $400. New Mexico is expecting to start paying them in the next 2 weeks after system updates. Oklahoma and Utah are planning on sending out $300. Alaska officials plan to file an application earlier today. On Wednesday, California and Indiana have requested federal unemployment benefits. When President Trump signed the executive order, it was for $400, $300 from federal and $100 from each state, with many of them protesting with their already stressed budgets, and people receiving less than $100 a week in unemployment benefits aren't eligible at all for the $300 federal subsidy, making this a very complicated mess for the existing state computer systems, with states concerned about cost, legal, and administration of the programs. As the funds are coming from FEMA funds, states approved are only guaranteed to get 3 weeks' worth, although early adopters, we're talking state adopters, may receive more than other states, and any congressional agreement on a federal unemployment supplement would, of course, supersede the lost wages. So let's go ahead and show you a state-by-state update. Thank you very much, Rob Berger from Forbes. This is actually really exciting that I found this, because I have been looking for this information, just scouring the internet, trying to find this for you. So here's the great part is, and I'm going to give you the link for this, because it's going through all of these different states as to what they were approved for, when they are planning on sending it out. I already went through the summary. But here's the great part. These are the states seeking FEMA approval. Alabama. Actually, we haven't talked about Alabama. Alabama is planning on $300 a week. Alaska planning on $300 a week. Although Alaska's got all the oil, maybe they can bring it up to $400. Idaho, it may be $300 or $400. Michigan, $300. New Hampshire, $300. North Carolina, $400. Ohio, $300. Pennsylvania, $300. Tennessee, $300. West Virginia, $400. Now, these are states that are either undecided or declining President Trump's $300 unemployment benefit. Mississippi. Mississippi says, we have not turned down the federal unemployment assistance at this time. They are continuing to review all options to provide assistance to our state's unemployment trust fund and ensure the well-being of all Mississippians out of work due to this pandemic. Basically, they're trying to figure out how to administer the system. Oregon is saying they don't know exactly what it would take to implement it. South Dakota said no. They're very grateful, but their economy never shut down, and they've recovered nearly 80% of their job losses. So very good for South Dakota. That actually would be a good state to be in, right? If you were, if you were working, that would be a great state to be from, because they've already recovered. So enhanced unemployment benefits, $300 or $400 by state. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through this because it has Alabama, $300, Alaska, $300, Arizona. Actually, I don't even see California on here. Now, California has already applied for the $300, and Gavin Newsom has already been talking about filling in the gap to make it the $600. So we'll see what California comes up with. Colorado, Idaho. Look at Colorado, TBD, mid to late September. Okay, so if you've been following this, if you have these extra benefits, they expire at the end of July. And because of the quirk in the system, it actually stopped July 25th. So if you're not even starting these till August, first of all, you lose a week. And they're not even getting paid until later. So, I mean, there's going to be a huge gap for some of these people of a month, if they receive any. One of the things that you're going to notice is there's not a lot of states doing 400. The states, if they're doing it, are only showing 300, and this is only showing it for 23 states. Last I knew, the United States had 50 states in it. And of course, this is from Forbes. They will be updating the story as they know more. FEMA is also updating it on their website too, and we'll go ahead and link their information on here. And isn't that great? Okay, so you can go ahead and do this. Anyway, I just want to tell you thanks for joining us at the Atlas Post. Please share this with a friend or someone it can help. And if you find this helpful, please like our video, make comments, check out our playlist, and subscribe for the latest updates. Thanks, of course, for supporting our channel on Patreon or on Buy Me a Coffee, because we are providing this to you. This is on YouTube. This is free. But because we just started during this pandemic, we didn't have a huge following beforehand. We were doing other things before. We're starting out. We're still in the beginning. But we are not getting paid for all of these videos. So please share it with a friend. Please watch it over and over and over and over. And of course, we appreciate any support on Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee. But please continue to follow us and tap into your news with the Atlas Post, and have a joyful day.